for a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast.
Today is Friday, December 21st of 2018, and you're listening to episode 177 of the BCC Podcast. I'm Ford, and here with me today is LQ.
Darn it, I forgot what I was going to say again.
Do you want me to fill you in with something? Because
I
I have something to say.
What do you have to say?
I just completed my undergraduate college career.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention getting a Nintendo Switch, but both
that
of which
too.
I already knew.
To celebrate, I got a Nintendo Switch, but I will soon be receiving, or I think by the middle or end of January, I should be receiving my bachelor's degree in the mail. Because I took my finals, calculated all my scores. There is no possible way I can fail any course.
Challenge accepted.
Yes. I am also here with Mal.
I haven't had quite the exciting time.
Wait,
Today,
didn't you get a college degree too, though?
Yeah.
I got an associate's, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, his is completely worthless.
You're halfway there.
No, he's not. He's got the equivalent of a high school diploma in college.
But
what is your?
Yeah.
What did you get?
An associate's. That's all you need to know. I mean,
that I have an associate's as well.
His is an associate's in the arts.
That's basically toilet paper.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well,
I am also joined by Clinda.
As someone who is an art major,
It's not that kind of arts.
Hey.
Not that kind of art. Yeah.
This is the arts that no one cares about.
So art history then.
No, even worse.
the
Two art
arts.
histories.
Think of it like general information.
It's the art of collecting student debt for 2 years.
Yes.
Except I'm not in debt. So
Yeah, that's
I'm
true,
good.
at least.
Studies.
I also am not in debt, surprisingly.
Good.
Which,
Congratulations.
4.5 years.
I'm in debt, but not because
Flew
of college.
by. Why are you in debt, but not for college?
Well, here's the thing. It's not debt I can't pay.
Are
I
you
just
have-
associating with the wrong people?
No,
It's okay.
no,
The
I
mafia
just
are
borrowed
fine
some
people.
money.
LQ is hiring the mafia to protect him.
Don't be
And I've
silly,
gotta
the
pay it
mafia.
back.
It's happening.
Look, funds are a little tight, but I actually made a really good business deal today, so that'll help things out.
Well, that's good.
A really good business deal.
Yeah. Though I still don't know, I hope I end up having a little bit of enough extra spending cash next year to
Did
pick
you
up the
make
Destiny
an offer
bounty.
they couldn't refuse?
Well, sorta. I had them make me the offer that they couldn't refuse.
Okay, that's a worse sign.
No, I knew the offer was going to come. I just had to wait it out until they were desperate enough.
Right. Let's just get into the news.
It's the art of the deal, Ford.
Yes. Yes, it is. Let's get into the news. So, to start, there were some Ninjago Legacy clips, I guess.
Okay, that's
Shorts.
not a good introduction to it.
Shorts?
All right, so
It's not. I don't
for
really
the
know how to
Ninjago
introduce
Legacy
these 'cause I don't
sets in
really know what they are.
2019, there have been several short, basically advertising but canon clips from the TV show. Not from the TV show, but in the TV show universe, I guess, written by Tommy Andreasen, posted it on the Ninjago website. He confirmed on Twitter that he wrote all these and they are all canon in a certain fashion.
From a certain point of view.
So
Relatively speaking.
there'll be two basic points of discussion on these. One being the content of the actual episode, and two being what it means for the lore of Ninjago. So, without further ado, let's dive right into these. Starting with the first one, which I hate. Now, I was the only one who actually watched these ahead of time, so they're fresh in everyone else's mind.
Yeah.
Of course, they only came out like a few days ago, so There hasn't been that much time.
It was filled with all kinds of conflicting information.
Okay, remember back in Possession how the biggest issue was the ninja kept devolving?
Yes.
This
and
is that
is
exact-
a perfect
Which is
example of
basically
that.
this.
Yeah, this was awful. The writing was hideous.
There was writing?
Rip in peace.
Did you
Greg.
see the writing? Was it actually hideous?
For some reason, remember, Lloyd, I believe at this point is supposed to be like a verified sensei at this point.
Yeah.
And
He's still learning.
and yeah, he's training. No, interesting thing though is they actually did rebuild the monastery.
Oh yeah, and
After
they're even like painting like a mural
8
of
years.
all the stuff, which is great.
So it's really interesting that the monastery. I wonder. It doesn't seem like at this point they actually give us a reason for why they didn't rebuild it for so long.
Because they've been living on the Destiny's
After they
bounty for
arrested-
so long.
That is
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
good.
and that got destroyed again.
Oh
then they're
yeah,
living on
so
the
I guess
tea
that's
farm
why they're
and-
rebuilding it, right?
And then they were living in the school at one point, and then
And then they were living the high life.
yeah, they've been living a lot. Where were they living in Skybound? Actually,
I thought they were kind of like
was the Destiny Bounty
celebrities
destroyed?
at
Weren't
that
they
point,
in,
so...
Weren't they in Samurai X's base or whatever? No.
No, not in Skybound. I don't think that's not like a living place, anyways.
I don't know.
I think they were
Was the
traveling a
Destiny's Bounty
lot
not a thing back then?
at that
Well,
point.
okay, it's been a thing since season 1, but the thing is it destroyed or not?
But wasn't it a thing in season 5 and 6?
Okay, so in final battle, Garmadon resurrects the Destiny Bounty, and they have it again when they steal it from him.
Right.
And then in Rebooted, actually, I don't think the Destiny Bounty is in Rebooted.
No, I don't think it is. But then they rebuilt
Wait,
it.
actually, I remember now too. The Destiny Bounty was left on the Dark Island, actually, in the
Oh,
final
right.
battle, wasn't
and
it?
then they make a new version, I
No,
guess.
I believe it's still supposed to be the same one.
Is it the same? Okay, but they make that and they reveal it at the end of Tournament of Elements, and it's used
Yeah.
in what's
Is
it
it the
called?
end?
Possession.
Yeah, it's. I think it might have
But
been
don't
Possession where they
don't they
reveal it.
use it again in Skybound?
So Possession, they had, because in the Possession wave, they had the final flight of the Destiny Bounty set.
Right.
If they used it, I think they
Skybound,
were... They
I
took
don't.
it... If they used it at
Wait,
all
wait,
in
wait,
Skybound...
wait, isn't that... Wait,
the
what about
pirates
the part where they're in the
mob-
junkyard? Didn't they go there because the Destiny Bounty was in the junkyard?
I don't remember.
Maybe the pirates attacked it and trashed it.
No, or you remember the part where they're in the junkyard, right, Kevin? We just watched this recently. Okay, it actually wasn't that recent. It's probably before Brickbear.
Oof.
Remember the really creepy bulldog?
You see, I tried to block that from my memory, so...
I think it was in the junkyard, and they tried to get it back, but they couldn't in Skybound. Okay, and then what was after Skybound was Hands of Time. Oh yeah, it crashes again in Hands of Time.
It never
And then-
gets a break.
Has an issue.
Yeah,
I never saw Hands of Time, so I wouldn't know.
well, you can now, actually, because it's on Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's another piece of news.
Yeah, so go watch it.
Yeah.
Now we really got to pick up our pace now. We have like one
yeah.
episode of
We
Skybound
have
left.
no excuse.
It's just there's so many like problems with the first episode of this.
Wait, I wouldn't
short
wonder though, is Day
series.
of the Departed on Amazon? I haven't checked.
Probably is.
I would think so. I don't see why not.
Because it's not a season.
But it might count, like,
That is true.
as its own season, like Neo Yokio
Ninjago
Christmas.
Day of the No, that's not Prime. Oh wait, no, it is Prime. Yeah, it's like Ninjago Day of the Departed Season 1, Episode 1. And that's all there
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah, it is like Neo Yokio
So it has
Christmas.
its own thing. Okay, that's fine.
It's actually only $4 to buy it, too, so...
Oh, okay. It's not
Anyway,
terrible.
so... They did have it in Day of the Departed, speaking of that, though.
Huh.
But wait, did Day of the Departed come... That was before Hands of Time, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. And then they rebuilt it again in Sons of Garmadon, and then it was destroyed again in the same season. And that's where they were living
Yeah.
then.
So I guess they have to live in the monastery now.
What was this
They can't be
conversation
trusted
about
with
again?
a moving vehicle anymore.
Yeah.
Yet they still
So,
have.
but yeah,
moving
I still
vehicles.
wonder why they have not rebuilt it yet, because at some point, I guess. Like, they built an entire tea farm at one point instead of rebuilding the monastery because Misaku insisted that Wu retire. Well, that didn't happen.
The tea farm kind of put him in charge of a business, and he was like, oh, we gotta get those sales, so you ninja, give up on your training, all that I taught you, go sell that tea.
And strangely, it was also an LLC.
Gotta get the cash money.
But yeah, then they ended up, selling it off.
Because it made
And
no
I'm pretty
money.
sure Misako would have gotten them arrested for putting illicit substances in the tea anyways.
I didn't
surprised
put them
Miss
there. They
Take
were there
hasn't
to
looked
begin
at,
with.
No, she
found by
literally
the mob
says,
to
I
make
added a
drugs."
little something extra. It's like one of the most ominous scenes in all of Ninjago. So anyway, though, let's get back to the episode. So yeah, they're in the monastery now, which it looks great, redone and everything. I also want to get a closer look at this Sensei Wu minifigure now because he looks so much like the original Black G Sensei Wu. Does anyone else remember it?
Oh yeah,
I think I have.
it came with
that in
the
my
fire
household.
temple, right?
Yes, it did. I got it from the spinner, though.
Okay. Oh wait, it came in a spinner.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
That's the
know
only way to get a Sensei Wu pack spinner. The normal Sensei Wu spinner came in the Spinjitzu Dojo set.
So what's the difference between this one and the Black Gi one?
That's
'Cause
what
they
I
look the
don't
same.
know, and that's why I want to get a closer look at it.
Well, I mean, it would
Well,
be pretty easy
looking at
to
a
find because
screenshot.
it's in that
Well, let
spinner
me-
set with Nia. So you don't have
Yeah,
to, you don't have to pay hand over fist to get a set with it.
I'm looking at a photo of the Black Gi outfit right next to a screenshot from it, and it looks the same.
It does look very similar. Actually, I'd have to compare it to the minifigure side by side, which I actually have in this drawer right here.
Maybe it's a
picture of it.
printing on like the hips.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, is that the? Is that?
So,
Oh, that's the.
There's two.
Oh wait, well, one
ends to
thing
the
that
belt.
the leg printing is different. The
Yeah,
belt
so
goes
there's
off to
two
the
ends
left
on the
leg
side.
belt,
printing has it
but
off
then
to one
on
side.
the and the side printing with the markings, the lettering is different.
Yeah, the lettering is totally different too.
I think that lettering is supposed to be like the movie alphabet.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, but it's otherwise it's
So is it saying the
basically
same thing?
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Even as wait, I can see from this other picture where you see him from behind, it has the same dragon on the back of it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, speaking of gis, I just realized that Nia's is one of the only ones that has a fully visible bow on it.
Is it?
Yeah, the only other one that has one is Jay, and he's got like a partial one.
Nice.
That's because I think they wanted to get more of the blue on her.
It's
Oh,
possible.
Oh, yeah,
But I'm just like, hey, she's
know.
the girl one. She should have like
The
a
girl.
bow or something.
I think you're reading too much into that.
That's possible, but I'm just saying.
All
I
right.
do like the fact that everyone's is done differently. Like all the ninja tie their gi a little bit differently. I like that.
Yeah, I'm all right with the new designs. I don't think they're the best, but they're like middle of the road.
At least they're not bad.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
That
Well,
is-
yeah, we didn't actually talk about the episode much still though. It's bad.
It's
We're-
bad. Don't
it's-
watch it.
It's
There's not much episode to discuss, though.
the ninja
like-
commit cliff suicide and
Hey, you stole my joke.
and yeah, then that's the end. It's really
Ninjutsu is
like
not just
completely
about spinning.
pointless.
Suicide
Yeah,
usually is
It's
okay.
the end.
totally about spinning.
It makes me
Like,
mad that
what?
this is canon. Also, I just noticed Nia's hairpiece in this is a new hairpiece that doesn't exist because the band for her ponytail is printed in
The band is
azure.
blue.
Oh,
Also,
come on.
why is Wu acting like they haven't done Spinjitzu since the first season?
Remember, they actually
basically?
had to teach him everything in the last season.
Well, I wouldn't know that, would I?
Nope. But they did.
Whose fault
You know
is
about
that
the young
now?
Wu stuff. That was all over the sets.
I know about... there are no secrets to Ninjago. None at all.
All right, let's move on to let's move on to episodes with actual somewhat meat in them.
I'm Dragon meat?
Yes. The next one, interestingly, for some reason, they're all called Tales from the Monastery of Spinjitzu. The first two aren't labeled. Everyone after this next one is labeled Part 1, 2, and so on. But this one is green and gold. And then they literally steal the title of my Ninjago Explained. What happened to the Ultra Dragon?
Well, I mean, they didn't steal it completely.
Yes,
They
they
didn't
did.
include the Ninjago Explained part.
Why didn't include the green and gold part?
I don't know.
Ninjago vipped you off.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, this...
Sue
I am...
for
You should get royalties
compensation.
for this.
Who did you say wrote this?
Tommy Andreasen.
You should sue them for plagiarism.
Anyway, though, this is kind of just fills in the gaps of what we found out after Hunted, sorry. Where the Ultra Dragon went, because it was gone. Though, okay, I'm still confirming this either way, because a guy argued with me on Twitter about I've got to go back and watch Rebooted, because I swear they specifically referenced using the Ultra Dragon in Rebooted.
They did. Wasn't it at the very, very beginning of Rebooted?
The guy pointed out that the kids complain why they're not taking the Ultra Dragon.
Yeah.
But I swear that Dareth actually mentions that they did take it at one point. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm wrong, though.
I
I've
think-
got to go back and look.
I
That would
thought
be
it was
good if you
actually
didn't.
like physically in it, though.
It's not. I thought it was too until I went back and watched it for the Ninjago Explained on the Ultra Dragon.
Huh.
But so this would make sense. This takes place between seasons 2 and 3. He did give a canon reason why they look different in these. He said all of them are canon, but they're all like either dreams or memories. So they have like the ninja's own personifications of themselves within them. So they're canon, but they might not be true entirely.
Oh, I love it when there's a faulty narrator. What's the actual term for that?
Unreliable
When the
narrator.
Unreliable narrator. Thank you. Thank you, person with an arts degree.
But I actually did, if the plot hole's not there, I actually did like the episode because it explains this other plot. It looks like Lloyd is going to burn the house down at first, but he doesn't. Also, they do pay attention to detail, like that Lloyd doesn't have the green eyes because canonically he got them between Hands of Time and Sons of Garmadon.
But the hair and the voice are
Well, yeah, like I
wrong.
said, that's because it's a dream of a memory.
That is true. That is true.
Also, yeah, so...
I don't know, in all my dreams, then I'm like 7 years old, so...
So another
In all
interesting
my
thing that
dreams,
you
I
guys
have a
actually point out
first-person
that I
view.
didn't notice it. Oh, well, first off, though, the dragons look really cool now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
did they redid all the
dragons-
dragons?
They
They really
updated the
do.
looks, and they're fantastic. They're great.
I mean,
So,
I did like the uniform color for, like, the cream of the Ultra Dragon, but the design is way better.
really, the color is the same color, though.
Well, it just seemed a bit more creamy than white-ish.
I think that's because of the sun.
It could be.
Because now they actually have lighting mechanics, unlike last time we saw the Ultra Dragon. Also, you guys pointed out that I didn't notice this the first time. Everyone in the village is just the old J model. Literally all of them, except for the little girl.
Why?
I mean,
We're also the little girl.
Yeah, doesn't
Psychologically-
doesn't one of the villagers have like the Rose Tico hair? Pretty
You're gonna have
sure.
to-
That
you're
might
gonna
be a
have to
different
show me what you
episode,
mean.
though. I
But-
could be wrong.
Technically, this could be because, in dreams, you can only see faces of people you know.
That is
so
true.
Maybe he's thinking of
What does
the
this say about Lloyd's
really
psyche that he
old
dreams
Jay.
about
Maybe he's a
everyone
Tico
looking like
everyone.
Jay?
I don't know.
That Jay is
Maybe
like the
he-
most generic person he doesn't care about.
Maybe he associates the most common peasants with Jay because he came from a junkyard, so...
I don't know. I'd be down for that. I would accept that as canon.
So yeah, then as
easily than I would
Lloyd
the
goes
first
through and he saves
episode,
the village. Interestingly, though, this is supposed to be like the promo for both the Ultra Dragon and Golden Dragon, because all these are like basically commercials.
Yeah.
And there's no Overlord in it, though. He's the only one from the sets not to make an appearance in any of these.
You're right. You're totally right. I didn't even think of
yeah.
that.
So that's
because they include the Venomari and all that. They don't even include all of the Stone Warriors. They only include the one in these entire shorts. But
that is true.
We'll get to that. Which I think that's the next episode.
So anyway, then we actually get our first look at the Spirit Coves, a location first presented to us in Season 1, just so Wu says they're going to the Spirit Coves so you guys can get vehicles instead of dragons and we can sell more sets. And so now we know the Spirit Coves are a real thing, and we can only assume because later we all see the dragon go to the realm of the Oni and the dragon, where it will ultimately be killed. So wait, it's Lloyd's fault that it dies. He sent it away.
Yeah.
But anyway, we must assume that for some reason they go to the Spirit Coves to go to the realm of the Oni and dragon. And yeah, that's basically it. But it's nice that this one actually had some plot relevance to it.
It's nice that I actually had some plot to it.
Yeah.
That is true.
It did. It was I refer to it as a one-shot.
I mean, here's hoping it
good.
kind of bleeds into the special, I suppose.
I think they're doing these because the special isn't really going to have anything to do with the sets.
Maybe.
Have you seen... Wait,
Who knows?
yeah, we haven't actually talked. Did you guys see the trailer?
For the
No.
special?
I, lost the link to it.
I did too. So we can't really bring it back up to discuss it because I forgot. It's not that interesting.
I forgot to get to the link in time.
Basically, it's
and then
Garmadon
just
saying they're
lost the
coming
internet,
just like I said they were.
I told you.
Ah.
We'll have a discussion on that when it gets closer. But anyway, yeah, I liked that one. It's probably my favorite of all of these, and I'm hoping when I go back in, because I'm going to have to do a follow up to my Ultra Dragon video now that we've gotten tons of stuff on the Ultra Dragon, actually years after it never appeared in anything. So
including a set.
still, you know what's horrible though? I just thought they could have used this as a perfect opportunity to explain what happened to the elemental blades as well.
You know, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna do more of these, or?
Probably not. No.
Now wait a minute. They melted down the blades.
They never
Right.
say that. No.
No. Wait. So here. Oh, the elemental blades. Okay.
Yeah.
I kept on thinking of the golden weapons for some reason.
Yeah. No. The
Yeah.
elemental
But
blades.
yeah, they could have done that whole elemental blades thing.
That is the most annoying thing in
That's a
Ninjago
wasted
because
opportunity.
I remember
there.
originally too, like at some point it was either Hagemans or Tommy Andreasen who said the Ultra Dragon took the blades with him to the Spirit Cove, but now that can't be canon either.
You sure you didn't see its feet? At the
And I think on the wiki it just says like the ninja. Oh no, it was on the website at one point. It was during the Day of the Departed one where they're talking about the elemental blades because they're talking about each weapon. I think they said the ninja just disposed of them afterwards.
Yeah, these super powerful blades that
encouraging.
shoot energy out of the blades are totally useless.
We just, discarded them when we didn't need them anymore, like you do.
Yeah, the elemental blades is the worst plot hole in Ninjago, and there's no way to explain it whatsoever.
I mean, maybe there is, but they haven't done it. So
Thing is, Ninjago's always been horrible at depowering the heroes, which is why they need to think harder about powering them up.
Nah.
Alright, let's move on to
Jutsu
the
anyone?
next episode. The weekend drill.
This is
Oh, goodness.
this
This was interesting.
it's the only appearance that I think was in for the Stone Army,
So
because the
I'm
one giant guy.
confused here. So this episode takes place like in the timeline. They kind of showed like the Overlord battling.
Oh no, this episode takes
Lloyd.
place at the current time, I believe. Because they, first off, Cole says that Nia rebuilt that vehicle.
Right.
Because if it was like at that time, then wouldn't the stone person be still, not in prison yet?
Yeah, so yeah, this is afterward. This is current
Yeah,
timelines.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
I guess I.
Because also remember the Sons of Garmadon people were there too.
Then why did Cole decide to have that place there?
What?
What?
Why did
You're
he have
making
the
no
Earth drill?
sense.
Yeah, why did Cole was the physical one to decide where to place the Earth drill, and on the timeline of all the victories of Ninjago, he decided
So you're saying they
to
put it on the wrong part of the mural.
Yes.
Wait, no, they didn't put it on the wrong part of the mural.
I'd have
It's
to
on
check
the
again
Stone
where it
Army
was.
one, right? Because that set was released during the Stone Army wave. That's why it's there.
But
Yeah, it's in the right spot. I'm confused at what your issue is here.
Okay.
Mal, what is your issue?
you said the Earth drill was happening in the current timeline, right?
Yeah.
So why is a mural with the, Stone Army, if that didn't happen technically during the Stone Army era?
Well, I mean, he was still technically fighting against the Stone Army in some.
I mean,
form.
I can get it from a marketing perspective. Okay, this is the Stone Army,
That's all these are. They're
episode. But within the universe's mind, why would Cole decide, I know I just did this, but let me place this back a couple years ago on the mural,
No, he didn't just do this because that actually happened in the show too. In the show, the giant Stone Army guy was in season 2, and so was this drill.
Yes.
And on the mural, it doesn't show up with the giant Stone Army person anyway. It just shows up with the drill.
All right. Well,
because that was used that season.
Continue that.
Anyway, so yeah, Sensei Wu mentions that it has no historical significance, which he's right. It was kind of the weirder choice for Legacy set, actually.
Yeah.
And then it just goes through this kind of annoying fight scene where Cole's a total dunce again.
And all he does
keeps
is
on
fight with
singing
his
horribly.
drill, which takes no skill at all. You just kind of drive it into people, and it does the fight for you.
Sons of Garmadon people show up, and then he throws the thing back in prison, and that's the end.
It's clobbering time.
But also, can we take a mention that the Ninjago theme song is technically now... I don't know if it's canon before.
It was before.
I think it was.
Yeah, it's
But
in several
They
times.
did it before in this first season,
Okay,
I think.
well, I didn't care to notice until now that it was canon within the own universe, which... It kind of seems like a ego stroking, but okay.
I mean,
They're
did it in the first
overusing it in
season.
these clips for certain. Because Kai just references it in the first one. And, yeah.
And the whole... this whole episode was just...
Yeah, I didn't like this one at all. It was worthless. It didn't add anything to anything. Except for it reestablished that they rebuilt that vehicle. It probably won't be in there again anyways. Alright, let's
We'll
move on
see.
to the next one. Jay's IQ falls below vegetable level yet again.
Oh, good. Great. So
I
glad.
think he went into a coma in this episode.
And then Zane shows an enhanced memory of literally him and Kai doing just about nothing. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Is there anything of substance in this at all?
No.
Yeah, kind of,
Not
maybe.
really, no.
Wait, no, that's a different... Wait, yeah. That should be a different episode. Never
the
mind.
shorts are causing a lot more problems than they're doing good,
I don't think... It didn't cause any problems. It was just a commercial.
I suppose. But overall, they're causing some more problems.
Yeah. They are with the ninjas' brains.
And
So let's
lore.
move on to the next one, which is the same thing basically, but with Jay.
Yay.
Only this time, he has a slight IQ boost.
Yeah.
He might
Slight.
have just came out of the coma a bit.
like about
I think
vegetable
brain
level
isn't
now.
functioning
bestowed,
yet,
like,
but his...
I think Wu bestowed some IQ points upon Jay just so he could go and fight Pythor and all that.
But
I don't know.
Because
I thought
he couldn't have
lost
gotten
the
them
IQ points
like
pretty
spontaneously all by himself.
Well, no,
It's just-
the part where he fights Pythor is in the past.
that is true. That is true.
So yeah, and then they mentioned Mr. Chin's noodles, and so this takes place sometime during season 1. And that's about it.
well, I mean, doesn't Jay electrocute one of the Venomari, which has a Skulkin skeleton? I think that's...
I didn't notice that, actually.
yeah, they... In one of the episodes, anyway, one of the
It would have had to have been
snake
this one.
people got shocked, and there was a Skulkin skeleton
I can
instead of,
find
like,
this.
a regular one. And it's like, okay, that's weird. Does that mean...
Is that it just now canon that everyone's skeletons look like the new Skulkin head?
Apparently.
I guess so. That's very disappointing.
the new Skulkin?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Skulkin
find
boy.
it. I don't see it, though.
That's the real tragedy.
Also, so Nia wants to make the samurai.
Oh, that's the next one.
Yeah.
Just a second,
'Cause we're pretty
Wait,
much
I'm
done
trying to
with
find the
this one,
Shocky
right?
thing.
Okay. The shocky thing.
I'm not seeing him shock anyone. Is it
Nice.
before or after the Wilhelm scream?
I don't even remember Wilhelm's scream. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not finding it.
Okay, let me try and see if I can get it.
I'm not seeing it still.
Okay, well, that's your problem, not mine. Pay
Darn it.
attention.
It froze now. Come on. Is this while he's still in the jet?
I would think so, because that's when he's shooting lightning at people.
I don't see
but
any. Yeah, I don't see any skeletons when he shocks them.
I could have sworn I saw this at some point.
Yeah, there's no skeletons when he shocks them.
I really feel like I've seen this, so...
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't seem to actually be here.
Huh.
But anyway, what was I actually going to mention about that? Oh yeah, well I got another shot of the mural in here. So people have mentioned also that the Dark Island trilogy is on the mural.
Is it? I didn't see it.
I'm trying to get a look
Of course,
for
I never
it.
got to finish the Dark Island trilogy.
I never got to start it. I think it's this.
It's like they
Um,
had it
Picture of just all of them
online,
at
but then they
once?
took it off.
Here, let me get it. Yeah, let me get a picture up for you guys to see what I'm seeing on the mural here. Well, just a second. Come on. Come on. Oh, darn, I forgot that doesn't work. Alright. I'm putting in the slideshow first, because that way you guys don't talk about stuff they can't see.
Right.
Yay. Good plan.
Alright,
Ah,
so...
here we go.
Yeah, here we can see season 1, and then season 2, then season 3, 4, Tournament of Elements.
It's like all out of order. It's hard to know.
It doesn't, no, it's not all out of order.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it starts in the top
Okay,
right
I
and then
see
goes
it now.
down.
Is
And
that
then
what
left,
the thing with
and then
Klaus
up.
is supposed to be? The Dark Island trilogy?
It must be. I don't know if Klaus is in there or not, but yeah, because it comes after Skybound.
Yeah, I never knew if Klaus was in it. I didn't get that far.
So I want it, now that it's actually canon, I'll probably read it.
Yeah, I mean, it was always canon. It's written by Greg.
Well, he wrote other comics too that aren't canon.
True, but this one is like... It was officially endorsed, apparently.
Because other points he's written that it wasn't. But, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, that the Dark Island trilogy's up there, which does make it official show canon at this point. Alright, let's move on to the last one.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is the one for the samurai mech.
I personally didn't like this one.
I didn't either. And also the Skulkin in it are horrifying.
Yes. They just
Like,
don't
okay.
move at all. Like, their heads just don't move. They don't express.
I don't know why they changed them all either to have this new head. The new head isn't good.
It's not good at all.
Also, the whole thing was just way too commercial-y for me, and it sounded like an infomercial.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
the whole
bad.
thing is just her imagination, basically. Like, oh, yeah, I would have done this, this, and this instead of what I did. The whole time. That's the entire short.
Yeah, it was not good.
It's
Not at
like
all.
if you have this weird friend who's rambling about their crush, it just makes you feel really uncomfortable and you don't want them to keep talking about it.
That's how
It
I feel
felt
every
like
time
that.
Nia opens her mouth.
Also, Nia, aka Samurai X, does not understand what samurai are, as I was saying before, where she says, "Oh, the old suit was big and clunky, but the new suit is nice and sleek." And I'm like, "But that's not. It's not
I don't think
samurai."
that's quite a fair criticism.
Okay,
To be
first thing
fair,
is,
they've
none of
messed
the ninja
up
are
with-
historically accurate.
Yeah, so
Secondly,
That
wait,
is
fine.
true.
If they could make also Ford,
is
wait a
true.
minute. Samurai did not have giant clunky mech suits.
They did not
Also-
have giant clunky mech suits, but samurai had a bunch of armor on that
Well, they
made
still
them
have a bunch. Even with
giant
this
and
new
clunky.
sleeker mech, it's way less armor than or more armor than a
But
samurai.
the sleeker mech has less armor on it.
Also,
Wait,
If I
the
may-
samurai
has
didn't have a
been
lot of armor
itself-
just for the sake of having a lot of armor. They had it for protection. So if they could have achieved that with less armor, they would have done it.
In fairness, this does not look especially sleek to me. It does not look not clunky.
It's just
It
a
looks-
way for them to justify the set being smaller.
Essentially.
Because it is way less clunky in the set
It
form.
looks smoother, but it is still very clearly heavy,
Mhm.
shall we say?
I mean, to be fair, it still looks like samurai inspired too.
It does, yeah. And honestly, I like this plating because it really does look samurai-y. But the whole thing was just
Yeah,
it was just a really long commercial that you just
which I
wanted
can't
to-
entirely
you just
fault
wanted
these
the
for
cringe to
being. It's
stop.
just maybe if the characters didn't act so annoying, I could forgive it more.
What, in this one?
No, in any of them, they're like commercial. Like
Okay.
the ninja.
in
all
any of
act-
Ninjago.
Okay, I found Tommy Andresen is not good at writing dialogue at all. He's not. He's really bad at it.
He's taking over for the Hageman brothers.
The jokes were awful. No, he's not taking over. Someone else
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently he's been like working on the last few seasons already too. So, like with Sons of Garmadon and such.
Ah, okay.
But anyway, yeah.
Okay, firstly, you're not entitled to talk about the puns because you don't even like good puns.
Yeah, so I definitely don't like these. These are worse. I'm
Yeah,
obviously not afraid to be
I
critical.
These
would
are
really
pretty bad
appreciate a
puns,
good
though.
pun. This is not a good pun. It's like they've been ninja for how long, and they're supposed to think that these are funny, and they've never thought of anything funnier to say.
Yeah. Also,
can't
I
write
guess
dialogue.
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, at least he addresses it in the J episode where he's like, "Oh, I need to work on my one-liners."
And
That's
Cole's
just
like,
the
"Damn, you're in
whole.
the back."
That's just the whole
The
humor.
ninja just
right
all
there.
act so stupid in these, and it annoys me.
They do all act like
all
really,
character
really
progression
stupid.
is lost.
So hopefully, when we get to the actual special, it's better. More so like what we saw them in Sons of Garmadon and Hunted.
Wow.
One can hope so.
You know, from what I gather watching Ninjago, there are highs and lows all the time. There's no in between. It's either bad or good.
Well, see, Ninjago at its worst is still better than Shima at its best,
That is true.
as Messanek used to say.
But that's implying that
Even
we watched
at the
Shima.
worst parts, it's still entertaining.
That is true.
Except in this, the,
I would still say they're entertaining.
To
oh,
what audience?
to him.
Yeah, I thought they were entertaining.
You
I still
are entitled
appreciate
to
they
your
were a
wrong
thing.
opinion.
It's true.
Because I was waiting for more plot relevance. Even if it didn't come, it kept me entertained waiting for it. So I think the green and gold one actually was pretty good. Because that one actually adds something to the world.
Yeah.
The green and gold one
Even
was
though it contradicts some stuff, maybe?
Maybe. We gotta go back and look at that. Because it
Yeah,
might
it's
not.
kind of 50-50 for me.
And either way, you could explain it with it's a dream. You can at least say that's vaguely what happened.
That's what
Right.
happened-ish. It was a dream.
At least, though, and it just confirms even more so, though, of the brutal murder of a prominent character in the first 3 seasons of Ninjago.
Yeah.
Not just murder, and he was eaten by other characters in the show.
Ouch.
You know, like you do.
Alright, we're gonna skip the next thing on the itinerary, I think, because we only got 20 minutes left, and I want to go ahead to something more interesting than that.
All right.
So, somehow, some way, Brick Project has tweeted on Twitter a sneak peek of the latest collectible minifigure series for the Lego Movie 2.
Yep.
There's some interesting
yeah.
stuff here.
I saw
Yeah,
these like
there's
the other day.
definitely.
So I've gotten to look at these pretty well.
Let me bring up the picture here.
Yeah. Now this is technically from a leaked catalog. So I'm
Everyone's
not sure you want to
talking
put the
about
picture
it,
up or
though.
not, but everybody is talking about it. So whatever, we'll put it in.
So,
Totally
weirdest
justified.
thing that he mentions in the tweet, too, of Wizard of Oz characters,
Yes.
Yeah.
For
They're
some
in it.
reason.
except for the Scarecrow.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
there.
What?
He is? Where?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
like
got
right
the
next to Benny.
Oh,
by the
Scarecrow
bar.
and the
the
others.
Lion, the
Yeah.
Tin Man, and Dorothy.
He's just not with the others.
That is
He's been
really, really
segregated.
weird. Also,
They just don't have the witch.
yeah, this isn't even
Well,
like
I mean,
a...
they already released the witch.
Yeah, they already did release her, but it's really odd. And they take up, like, a fourth of this minifigure series.
I guess they
I mean-
still had the license to put them in the movie, and they just decided to put them in this series.
Yes.
I'm not complaining. I think they're all very good.
Yeah, I mean,
They're just weird.
it is weird, but I mean, it's
Because
good to have the
Lego's normally so
minifigures,
sensible.
you
A
know?
lot of these... Okay, and another most interesting thing to me in this is also, this is the first time we've actually seen President Business in anything
yeah.
Lego Movie 2 related.
Would he still be president, though?
Probably,
Probably
not.
not.
It looks like
Mr.
he's
Business.
golfing.
It looks
Sir.
like he's retired. He's
So-
golfing.
Is he just business then?
Wait, that means we're gonna get a golf club piece.
Is that new?
I believe so.
I mean, that axe piece, so, like...
Axe piece? Oh, yeah.
yeah,
there's a new
the
axe.
Tin
We already
Man.
have like 3 different axe pieces.
Right next to him is Abe Lincoln with a different axe.
Yeah. Apocalypse
Can
Abe
we-
Lincoln is
okay,
cool.
so,
I want to get
so
him.
you were saying before that the 4 slots for the Wizard of Oz characters were kind of wasted slots,
Mhm.
right? Let's talk about how much of a wasted slot the Unikitty is,
Okay, yeah, that is a huge waste.
as well as the
kind of
Benny, because we
ridiculous.
get both of them in sets.
Oh no, oh, this Benny has a robotic arm.
We get a Benny with a robotic arm in the sets.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
What's that?
The one with Batman and what's his name?
No, Benny's not in that set.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
No.
Let me pull him up.
Prove it.
Wait, that's Benny?
Yeah, that's
Where?
Benny.
I didn't recognize him because of the robotic arm.
At least both
I'm
his
gonna
arms
be
aren't
quiet
guns.
and go back to my corner now.
Let's see.
Where
he's
is
not.
that set?
What set was he in?
He wasn't. No,
Ah.
not this Benny. I mean, there's Benny's Space Squad.
Um,
Wait, no. Oh, wait. I
he's
found
in
it. It was in
the-
the Metal Beard Heavy Metal. I didn't notice he had the
Yeah,
robotic
I'm looking
arm
at it
in
right
this
now.
one.
He's in that. It's
You're
just like he
right.
has like a different face print and all that. But like seriously, like why would you put that character in this?
Oh, you're right. That
It's
does
such
make it
a wasted
stupid. I thought it
slot.
was the arm that made him special.
No,
But-
it's
But no,
that doesn't even
nothing
make him
makes
special.
He's not special.
Which I'm glad to see that arm piece again, because it's been so long since it's been,
I think he does come with an
circulation.
exclusive toolbox piece, too.
The toolbox isn't new.
It isn't.
No. I have
Another
a few.
interesting
I've never
thing
seen
is
Bubble
the
Man.
swamp monster from Monster Fighters makes another appearance here.
With the new Lederhosen.
Yeah, the Apocalypse swamp monster. That's another cool one. I'll have to get that because that's
I
like the
think they're
only Monster
suspenders.
Fighter set I got was with him.
But okay.
And then we have like all of the singer people are really weird, and I don't like them.
There's also another Rex.
Yes,
What's the weird fishy thing in the top right corner?
that's the swamp monster I was talking about.
Okay.
There's also a Jeffrey costume.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Nice.
Nobody Jeffrey.
I wonder how
Yeah,
long
here-
that was in consideration.
See, originally, I'm trying to get a picture of the set it was in. Yeah, the swamp monster was in this Monster Hunters set, or Monster Fighters, and I have the set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, it's a Lego movie.
And that minifigure is also in the original Lego movie.
It's a Lego movie, but you somehow managed to think that the crayon person was an important character to put into this, as well as Watermelon Man.
Well,
like,
let's face it;
what?
those minifigures just sell really well.
I don't know why. I mean, I do know kind of why.
Oh, the Emmett is also
Why in
very
this
boring.
series?
Also, wait, is that a new coffee cup piece that Emmett has?
No, that's been out for a while.
Okay, it is. So yeah, Emmett is totally boring. Then you have the Apocalypse Cat Lady. It's just not that interesting either. We talked about the Watermelon guy.
There's also Abraham
Crayon
Lincoln
guy.
Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, well, I mentioned that one. I do want that one.
Yeah.
It's like
There's
a
also
steampunk Abraham
the,
Lincoln, basically.
There's also the
Is it gonna have a
bankrupt
larger
business
part of
owner,
this
the
movie?
giraffe guy.
Yeah,
Cat
we
lady
talked
with
about
a
that.
cat and a mohawk.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm like spacing out for some reason.
And then, yeah, the cowboy version of Rex.
There's just
There's
not too much to write home about with this series.
I think there's definitely some I want.
Yeah. I mean, like, I
The
want
Wizard
the
of
Wizard
Oz.
of Oz characters, personally.
I don't. I want Abe Lincoln and the Swamp Monster.
Abe Lincoln, too.
And the new President Business one.
Maybe Jeffrey. Maybe Jeffrey.
I don't know what I'd do with Jeffrey.
Go broke.
Yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, and there's
You're
also
gonna want to get
Apocalypse
the whole
Wild Style in
series,
there.
right? But the last one you won't be able to find forever. Like, they'll make Jeffrey the Chase minifigure. I'm calling it now. Because that's the thing that they do. They're gonna
Either
make Jeffrey
that or
the
the
Chase
crayon or the
minifigure.
watermelon.
Yeah, what's up?
Or the crayon or the watermelon.
Maybe. But if they make Jeffrey the Chase minifigure, people are gonna go broke just trying to find the
Oh,
Toys
boy.
R Us mascot. Calling it now.
Is that an exclusive leaf piece he has with him?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know.
That came with, because I got...
I'm afraid
the
Lego's getting some pieces
other
that are a bit too
series.
redundant lately. Like, you just discussed how there's so many axe pieces.
Yeah. But that leaf piece is pretty redundant,
Yeah,
I
there's...
say.
I'm all for new pieces, but only when that piece doesn't exist in some form already.
It doesn't seem like there's a lot of really new or interesting molds in this besides hair. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, they...
Like, there's no new accessory molds on
the golf club, though.
except for the golf club. Like, that's... I
Also,
think
we
that,
can't see what the swamp monster has.
That's true. So,
Which, that's
basically,
almost
only
certainly
the
a new
golf
mold.
club and possibly what the swamp monster has in his hand, like, they're the only two new accessory molds, which kind of stinks.
Are they... Is the axe for the Tin Man new also?
It's... So it's a new color, but the casting, or rather,
Is
like
it the same as the
like-
fire axe?
Yeah, the mold is the same as the
Okay.
Fire X. As
Okay,
the,
so
in
it's
the
not
new
as big of a
sets.
deal as I thought.
So it's not like a new exclusive mold, but it is technically new.
Okay, yeah, there's not that many accessory molds
Yeah.
in here then. There's a lot of new hat molds, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
And there's
And
a
then
lot of
there's
new, like, pet
Unikitty
molds.
just taking up a spot for no reason. For no reason.
That's really weird. I don't even know what... Does Unikitty really have that big of a following?
I
Because
don't
they
know.
keep doing
I
stuff for
don't know.
Unikitty, I assume, because the Unikitty has like a whole theme now that Unikitty is...
And a show.
yeah,
And
somewhat
a terrible
popular, but-
show.
Have you seen it?
I saw like one episode and it was just bad.
Huh.
It was
That's
just
not good.
I'll have to review it at some point, but...
We should have Orion watch it.
we can't get Orion to watch things that he needs to watch. He's not going to watch this.
Or he'll just watch it to spite you.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, Unikitty might be indie enough for him, you know? Like, oh, it's obscure, it's got, you know, color palette, it's animated, it's like anime. Tell him it's an anime and he'll watch it. That's...
yeah. Well, what's really weird also is, I guess this is kind of segueing to the news we skipped. So you know how LEGO Ideas has the rules about what properties you're not allowed to use in the sets you submit? Well, in the last update to it, the Unikitty movie was something mentioned.
Oh, no.
Now, no one knows if
No.
it's like a typo for the show or what, but it's there.
I think it's a real thing. It's gotta be.
If
But
it
why have we
is-
not heard about it then?
Because they're probably waiting to do something with it.
Like, that doesn't make sense.
I
We already
don't
have
get it.
confirmation on, like, the other LEGO movies are
Maybe
coming
it's like
out.
a TV movie. I don't know. Of course, I don't even know
that's
how long the
possible.
show has been going. I haven't heard a thing about it. I will say, though, the sets in my area, at least, like, because I was just at the store just the other day, the sets in my area seem to be just piling onto the shelves, which is not a good sign for a new theme at all, especially after Black Friday and with Christmas coming up. So that doesn't exactly spell anything good for Unikitty in the theme. I don't even know why they'd do a movie in light of that news. Of course, that just might be anecdotal.
I mean, to be fair, Ford, you live in New Jersey. I don't think the stores are technically quite on par with other stores.
No, they're not.
So maybe they're doing all right with sales.
Maybe.
Maybe
I
they
don't
are
know.
getting decent ratings on the TV show. Technically, they're airing it more in other countries than America, I think.
Well, yeah, that would have something to do with it then. If you air it more in other countries, generally you're probably going to get more of a base in those countries. But
So,
I don't know.
if you mentioned TV movie, which is possible, but at the same time, the catalog mentions nothing about the Unikitty show, so
Oh, really?
yeah, if they want to keep up with the licensing, then
This
they
is just
need
making
to.
a mess. This is what is happening here. This is just one big mess, and it has Unikitty's stupid face all over it. I don't like her. She's useless.
Does anyone really like her? Okay, I can get she was kind of a somewhat leading-ish role during the second third of the Lego movie, but she wasn't that much of a character. You know?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe it's the demographic that watches cat videos for the fun of it, you know? Those people
Maybe.
just
You got me.
worshipping the cats, but I don't get it. Unikitty was kind of established, and that was it.
I mean, if
Okay, so she appeared in a lot of the Lego movie sets in the, original movie.
Right,
Like, they had a lot of variants of her. So she was, like, super collectible. But was anyone really that interested in getting, like, all the Unikitty?
Right. It's
To
like
where-
Don't even
all
know.
of Batman's specialty suits. Like, is anyone really interested in getting Batman's fire suit? Well, probably.
I
Because
mean,
the character is endearing, but was the character of Unikitty, like, really something that people latched onto in the movie?
so with, like, the Batman analogy, there is a different... You want a different Batman for each set because, you're getting a different set, therefore, why shouldn't I be getting a different Batman?
No, I mean, like, specialty suits. So, like the reggae suit, for example.
Well, the thing is, Batman has his own collectible series because he was a main character
Right.
in that movie. He was the main character.
Right.
So,
Yes.
but then you go back to the first Lego movie where it's more, we have a Unikitty in each set. Well, are you really boosting sales all that much because people want another variant of Unikitty?
Or
Or
is it
do they
because
just
they
want
want
the
other,
set?
Yeah, is it because they want the set? Or is it because they want another character that's in that set? That's another thing.
That too. So, it's like...
Like, I think there was...
I don't see the mass appeal of Unikitty in any sense.
Which
or
wave
form.
was the one that came with the police dropship?
I think that was the second wave.
Okay, it was the
because,
second wave. So that
because
came with...
Johnny
that came
Thunder
with-
coming back
Yeah,
was a
that
big
came with
deal,
Johnny Thunder,
and that was
the
later.
Green Ninja, and Batman. So that gives you three... And then also of course, the main character, Emmett, and the police ship. That's like 5 different reasons why someone would want that set. But you could easily misconstrue that as, oh, Batman's popular because everybody bought this set with Batman in it. Like, that's kind of the reasoning we're sticking with here. Do you agree?
That would be the reasoning that we're reasoning why they might think Unikitty is popular,
Yeah.
since we have no clue why.
And like, she was in, with the one with the glue, pack,
the
right?
the
The one with the
Craggle?
brick-built Craggle.
The-
And, Lord Business with the legs. Right?
You,
Am I getting that right?
you mean her business variant? Or
Yes, the
like-
business variant.
Okay.
Like, people didn't get it for that, for the business variant. They got it for President, or for Lord Business with the tie cape and the legs. Like, So
Yeah.
this reasoning is just kind of falling flat, I think. And if that's a reason, like, sales of sets with Unikitty in them, if that's a reasoning for...
Who's citing that as a
wanting
reason?
to-
I wasn't here.
We were just discussing. Basically, we have no clue why Unikitty is popular, if she's popular, and we're trying to decide if, okay, well, Lego put her in all these sets, and they were popular at this time because
But
of
it's
the
probably
movie.
because of many other factors,
Yeah.
and we've been citing different examples.
There must be some level of popularity to it, though, if it got its own theme and everything.
Who knows? Who knows?
But do you literally know anyone who would say, oh, I really like Unikitty, or,
No.
Unikitty
I wanna
is
get
the best
Unikitty
character
sets,
in the
or-
Lego movie. Has anyone ever said that? I don't think so. I've never heard
I
anybody
might
say
have
that.
seen it on an article on Brickset or something.
That makes
well,
sense.
on Brickset, maybe.
That makes
but,
sense.
Alright. I think that's probably gonna about wrap it up for the day.
All right. So next week is going to be the final episode for the year.
Yeah, which will it'll be the last one we record this year.
Wow.
No, it'll probably it probably won't still come out in 2018 though. This will probably be the last episode released in 2018.
All right.
So
yeah. In the next episode, we got to figure out who's going to be the winner of the game.
Yep. So we'll definitely have to have a game.
Or we could, decide that right now by not having a game.
Nah.
They'll probably do something extreme.
Extreme.
Or not. Or we'll just forget until the last minute and throw together a small game.
No, I have to win. You didn't hear
You're
that.
not in the lead right now, though. Where are you?
I have to win. We're
You
like
have
neck
one
and neck.
behind me.
Let's see, what's the score? So Mal has 32 and I have 31.
Huh. Wait, when did you get up so high?
Hello.
Was it
I hosted
last
the
week?
game last week.
That's cheap.
It's not cheap.
You
It's
abused your
not
position
knowledge.
as host of the game to get yourself points instead
How
of
did I
provide joy
use
to the people.
position? They failed to get the the
Very
answer.
extremely difficult stuff you put in there.
Yes.
How many rounds were there?
5.
He put together a lot.
Well,
I gave them plenty of opportunities to get points.
Well, then I don't know how to respond to that.
So don't come swinging at me.
So, if you have any comments on what we've discussed today, be it the Ninjago Legacy clips, the picture of the Lego Ninjago movie minifigures, which I've had up on the screen for way too long, or the Unikitty movie, or any of the things, how Ford has cheated his way to the top,
I have not cheated. I'm honest.
leave a comment below and join our Discord server, and shout out to our Patreons because they pay us.
And we get money to fund stuff, I guess.
Maybe.
Yes, yeah, we spent... Okay, Orion just spent on something when I think he got sick and didn't even use it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, for us.
Man. Why do you have
I'm
to
somewhat
get
kidding. Yeah, I don't know that he actually ended up using it. I haven't actually talked to Orion much since he's been sick. He's been offline almost all the time.
sick? Yeah. Do we know what he has? We could discuss that off air.
Ebola?
Yeah, I don't know, whatever it was, he gave it to LJ, though.
Oh, no.
And LJ is, like, really a germaphobe. He buys special
Like-
hand sanitizer.
I
So-
used it. It's great stuff.
So,
You drank some?
He,
yeah.
He brought
I
some
have a
with
feeling Orion might not be invited back.
Yeah. But he brought
Because he was
some
sick
with him
last
to
time,
the-
too.
to the lunch thing.
What about lunch?
Or no, remember the fancy dinner at Brick Fair?
Yeah.
He had some of the hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's how I know that he gets special hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
So, for Ford, Glenda, Malaris, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Have a good one.
Happy
Bye.
New Year.